Okay, I think we're live. You guys hear us?
It's not come through on YouTube yet. There you are. It's come there. There you are. We're live now.
Hi, everybody.
Big brain
Oh, wait, it's playing an ad.
is what I thought the American Cancer
Hang
Society
on.
was.
Skip. Ready? All right. Hey, how's everyone doing?
It's playing an ad. Is what I thought the American Cancer
Hang
Society
on.
was.
Skip. Ready? All right. Hey, how's... Okay, everyone, can you hear me?
Yep.
That's better.
Okay, perfect. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the show. Thanks for watching. This is a live release of TK's new skin, Aeon Terror. This is his mod of Silvo, and he's done a fantastic job. You can see it right there up on his screen. So let's say hello to our guest. It's Mr. TK.
Sup?
Sup? We have DJ
Hello.
and Mr. Blamo.
How's it going on?
So I think we'll get right into it. Let's take a look at it.
All right. Well, this is, I've got a few widgets and stuff to show you guys, but if I go over one, this is kind of how it'll come when you first install it. So first, I think I'll just show you the different views and what you can do with the skin. And then at the end, I'll show you how to configure all this stuff. I'm going to do a lot of it with my my shortcuts on my keyboard. So first thing I did was, just like Silvo, it has a low position. And let me know if I'm going too fast. I'm not sure what kind of a frame rate this has. And then you can do center. And I've added now to do a high position. Each position, go back to center, there's a alternate system bar location for each position. So there, I've just moved it up. And if I now move the bar, say high, it'll put the alternate position down at the bottom. Center has it as high as well. Of course, you can still hide your submenu. So some of the different looks that you can get, that was the icon layout. So I'll just show you the normal Silvo 3-item layout. And same thing, you've got alternate bar positions for all the horizontal views. I'll just leave it down there. I'll show you one item. I got to quit saying and again, you know, you can have the different positions. The widgets. So we have the normal list widget. This is portrait, and this is square. That's really all the options you get on the list widget. But for the normal portrait widgets, like these panel widgets, I guess is what you call them. The top one is a panel, and the bottom one is a extended panel. And you've got two different size options for portrait in that panel. And then here is the compact extended panel and the normal extended panel, and again showing both sizes. Now I could have the bigger size in the smaller panel. That's an option you get in the widget settings. It's a alternate size. So, and the same thing for square. So that gives you the ability to have 4 different sizes of widgets for each of the poster and the square widgets. I guess there was one view I didn't show, was probably vertical. And here you get the vertical view with the different widgets. When you have an extended widget in vertical, it just slides the main menu out of the way. If you have the normal panel widget, then it doesn't slide. All right, so that kind of gets us, that's pretty much all the layouts and the views that are available. Some of the other options, if you'll notice, the settings have changed around quite a bit. I've regrouped the settings into what I find more common. And really, you can set up 90% or more of the skin from home settings and from system skin extras. So really, all you really want to do after you load up the skin is come into home set to the skin settings. I'll maybe just show that without a shortcut here. So if I go to system, and in here I've added file manager and skin settings, so you can get to just about anything you need to right from the system menu. Skin settings, in the very first menu, if you run down here, here's where you can pick your layout. Disable home menu fading. So this is the side fades and gradient floor that comes in standard Silvo. A lot of builders and skinners like to remove that. So I've added an option. You can actually just remove it right from here now. And in some views, like icon view, I can hide the labels. And what that does is it removes the labels and just leaves you with an icon view.
Nice.
And here you can set your bar position when you're in horizontal. Navigation style, this turns it from a wrap list into a kind of a scrolling kind of list. I don't really like that, but it's there. It was there before, so I left it. Here you can do your submenu, always visible or not. Center the info line. This is where you change that system bar. So basically moving the time and date off your bar to either the top or the bottom, depending on where you're at. I'm just going to scroll down to see all these. This is kind of where you'd come if you don't like blue, for instance. I can set my default background, and I've left a few options in here. So we're going to do green. And this is the settings background is actually the background you're looking at right now. So if I come in here, I can go single image, and I want to go down to my settings one right here, green. Then I can come to here, and I could change just the colors right here to like anything I wanted that was close to that if I don't like, but probably the easier thing to do is to go to general settings, general colors. And there's some presets in here, which change like about half a dozen of the colors in the skin. So when you back out after you've kind of gone through those menus, it changed the background to a green background, the bar to green, highlights to, a brighter green. And the skin comes with 4 preset colors. Plus, if you go back to the default color, which is blue, you get blue, green, red, yellow, and black and white. So as far as settings go, there's one more thing I'm going to show you guys that has to do with settings, because they are not in the skin settings. When you come and you change your views, so I'm going to go down and do an info wall here. It looks quite a bit different than a normal info wall, but if you come to the side, the options for your views are in the settings for each view. So if I come in here, I could turn off the 3D thing that I put on. Say I don't like the glass cases, I can turn that off and basically have it go back to Silvo, normal.
That's awesome.
And you get that for each view. So, I mean, I might as well, while I'm here, I'll just quickly run through the views here. So that's list. Here's list view. Right list. Let me just go and get this onto a movie so you can actually see what it looks like a little better. Fan art. Low list. And there's settings in all these views to actually, some of them change them quite a bit the way they look, and some of them not so much. Showcase, shift, poster, MyFlix, tri-panel. Like for instance, tri-panel, you can actually have an alternate layout, which switches these around. So that's kind of cool. And all that kind of stuff you're always going to find in the view settings. There's icon, small icons, wall, full screen wall. This one's actually pretty crazy. I can turn it 3D, turn it off, cases, but you can also go smaller windows, and you know what? You can even go smaller windows. So if you have a huge library, this that's pretty crazy. Info wall, that's one of my favorite. Landscape, and that's all the views. And all the view settings. I'm just going to go and put this back to default. So the other menu is the skin extras menu. So this is where you can turn off a lot of the stuff that I have if you don't like 3D views. So that would be like in the dialogue settings and stuff. You can turn that off. Glow bars. So that I'd have to go, well, I should be able to just back out to the main panel. You can see the glow bars are now turned off. Panel glow, well, you can see what that does. It turns that glow bar off of the panels. So if you want to have your own panels and you don't want to have to deal with the glow bar code and stuff I have in there, you can just come here and turn them off and then just change your list panels and stuff like normal. This roll menu in the future will be for a flip menu. Right now, it is just the side menu. So you see how that rolls out. If you don't like that, you can make it slide out again. If you don't like all the glass and all the dialogues that I have, you can turn that off. Widget glass, some people don't like that. I think it looks pretty good with it. I know a lot of people don't like the flipping that I put on the widgets. You can turn that off right here. If you don't want to have the backgrounds on your widgets, this one I like. So it removed the widget background is what that just did. So it's not there anymore. And this will leave the widget background on, but turn the glow off of it only and leave the glow everywhere else. And the rest of this is standard Silvo stuff that comes with Silvo. So those are most of the extras that I've added into the skin. So really, when you come in, you can go through home settings and go through skin extras, and 99% of the way you want the skin to look will be set up. And so CC, I'm not sure, did you want to do an install from the repo now?
Yeah, do you guys want to do that first, or should we save it to the end? Does anybody want to install it now? Take a look and ask questions?
Or if this ends up being a tutorial, but also ends up being a 3-hour video, we should probably at least give them the, actually, I think I might have it in File Manager. Just give them the repo is probably all they really need.
Yep, I think Ed already posted it. Can you drop it again for us, Ed? Please, thank you. Look at him, he's so good. So there's a lot of options in here. That's what I love about it, besides the fact that it's stunning, is there's so many settings, so you can really customize it to the way you want it to be.
Here's
It's
a look
great
at the
for
keyboard.
builders, and it's great for end users because you can make your own builds out of it.
Yeah, I was going to show too, I did do some work on like even the, I'm going to have to find an add-on to look at, but even the settings, add-on views, add-on settings, I should be able to do it here. So there's the new setting view. Info even now is a split 3D look.
I love that.
Favorites has got a new look as well. All right. Well, I think that pretty much got us through most of the skin settings. We could, unless there's something else you'd like me to show.
Nah, you can do the install if you want, real quick.
Fresh Cody.
Sure.
I think I have one.
It is gorgeous.
Work of art.
Yeah, it's nice.
So yes, I've done a build on it. It's in my wizard. And Ed, can you drop the crew repo, please? That's where my wizard is now, guys.
All right. So going to File Manager, Add Source, http://terrorskins.ca/repo. I'm just going to leave it called repo. Back out of there, go into add-ons. I always like to make sure it's up to date before I try installing shit. There we go. Install from zip. Settings. Enable unknown sources. Yes. Back out one. Install from zip. Repo or whatever you named your source. Repository terror zip. Add-on installed. Install from repository. Terror repository. Look and feel is where you need to go for skins. Skin. Here's all my skins. Aeon Terror. Install. Okay.
Oh my God. Alicia wants you to talk slower and sexier. And I think she wants your top off. She had mentioned that yesterday.
That's what pause is for.
Thank you, Diesel. Hi, Granny. Granny, we're going to be doing Zodiac on this skin. Trooper, don't kick her out.
Yeah. I was just going to say that.
Don't forget he has his real steel also. You guys love that one, right? You can get that here too.
You can. And Silvo Light seems to be getting some popularity as well.
Lovely
Yeah.
skin.
So, yeah, while we're waiting for this, Estuary Light is Estuary, just smaller. And Aeon Silvo Compressed is identical to Silvo 7.03, just smaller. And Real Steel is my first real skin. That's pretty much my own. It's got enough mods. I think I'd call it a fork. I don't know. But the features on it are a flipping submenu. It also has some 3D views. It doesn't have the options to turn them off and stuff, but it does have a lot of those 3D views. And then Silvo Light is Silvo compressed, and then I've taken out what I in my personal opinion is stuff builders just aren't using, like banner widgets, landscape widgets. There's a bunch of artwork that nobody ever uses. I stripped all that stuff out, not just in the images, but also right out of the XML. So I removed probably 10,000 lines of code from that skin, made it quite a bit smaller. Seems to be working quite well. I don't get a lot of issues I have to fix with it. And it doesn't have a lot of mods. I think I've added my context menu, my shutdown menu, and that's probably about it for mods. And the skin is installed. Back out. And this is the way it comes out of the box. All the menus are standard Silvo menus. I just kept them all the same. Ta-da!
Beautiful. Guys, love it. It's fantastic. I absolutely love it. And you've come so far as a skinner. You've learned so much. He puts in code and everything. It's amazing.
Yeah, I've done some pretty cool stuff in the short time of, you know, having to retire as a builder and only really working on skins has allowed me to really focus on the skin, and it's my bitch now. I think I can make it do just about whatever I want.
Yes, you can.
Huh.
So DJ here has made a build also, right, DJ?
Me? No, I made a theme on it.
A
I made
theme.
I made a
Yes.
theme. Somebody else has actually used that theme to make a build on it.
Oh, cool.
It's like I say, I just made a theme. I've done some backgrounds to actually complement the actual Terra skin, the default blue. It's like say somebody else is releasing a build on it.
That's great.
I just called it Space Odyssey theme.
Oh, that's a great name. I love that.
So there wasn't much that I could actually change because the actual skin is just outstanding. It's
Right.
unbelievable what TK's actually gone and done.
It's
So
amazing.
I haven't changed none of the panel work, nothing.
Nothing. You don't need to. It's just
You did some cool shit with the background, though.
Yeah,
The
I've done some cool backgrounds.
would you like to show
Yeah, I can show them.
them? Okay.
Give me 1 second. I think it should be loaded up.
So DJ does a lot of themes, in case you guys don't know. They're really, really good. And then some people do builds from them.
Yeah, that's TK Vape and Diesel.
Is that actually showing my screen now?
It is. It takes,
I started muting on the inhale. Sorry.
So this is just what I actually done to it. Let's say I just never changed anything else. I just changed the logo, called it Space Odyssey. Everything else is just how it comes out the box off TK Repo. I did make a few adjustments to actually font. I actually gave it a 3D font. Which has gone all the way through. It is going to be released at some point on a Hobbit Wizard, which I believe they are going to have it in Ezerman's repo, and it will be on their release as well. Community builds. I believe that's what they have arranged to do. And
You
let's
do some
say
really good
ease.
stuff with the backgrounds. I love how you do that.
It's like to say he's actually used the widgets for their movies. He's done widgets on the actual TV shows. He's done a widget on a kids section, so you get all your animated movies. He's done a widget for a library section, which runs off the extended info mod. So there's two ways you can actually get to your shows once you've added anything to your library. You can either push up or go down to the submenu and go onto my shows, and that'll give you the actual view in there. And obviously, if you want to change the try panel to have alter, it's entirely up to how people want to set it up. But this is how he has actually set it up. And like I say, he's done a really good job on complementing the actual sort of theme aesthetic that I've actually put to it myself. And so
Done a great job on it. It looks amazing.
That 3D font is awesome, man.
it looks really cool, doesn't it?
Definitely.
Just a little trick, I know. But other than that, it's like say it's just out the box, straight from your repo, TK. That is, I've just put a little bit of extra to it, which is my personal sort of like extra. Other than that, there's nothing else you could really improve on that skin. And I would say that the 3D font is an improvement. That's just a little extra, bit more pleasing to the eye.
Yeah, it might be a future update.
That's not a problem. It's like you say, not a problem. You want to add that, you add that. And like say, the shadow color is all there. You got a shadow color actually on the time and date of white to go around this steel blue font color. So it's like saying he's packed it. It is packed out. We add on packed out. It's like say he's done a really good job. He's got Marauder. He's got Fen. He's got the crew, Scrubs, Atreides, Jor-El. So he's actually packed it out with a lot of stuff.
Some good names there.
And I think it's around about 168 megabytes zipped.
Oh, yeah, that's reasonable.
So it's very, very reasonable. And like I say, he's got Marauder in there as well. So he's got a lot of good add-ons in there.
I was expecting someone to complain about the size of the skin because all my skins are so small, and this one I didn't cheap out on the images. My thoughts were the images that are big, that are making the skin big, should be images you should be changing anyway.
That's right. I think the build I did is a 207 megabyte zip.
I believe the skin is about 40, so it's not quite as big as Silvo, but it is a lot bigger than my normal skins.
And I leave the add-on artwork in when I zip my builds, just so you guys know, because I use a lot for widgets and it messes it up. So the size, a lot of people delete. I leave it in there. So
that's something that he's actually taken out is the actual artwork. And I think what he's actually done as well is on, I think he did say on Atreides, if you want to actually use Atreides, you click on it and it'll ask you to download it.
yeah, that's a good trick.
And I think he's done that on Marauder as well. So, cause I think he said he had problems once he deleted the artwork. The Atreides wouldn't work. So
Yeah, I have problems sometimes, so I always leave it in there.
So he just said he linked it all, then uninstalled it, then deleted all the artwork and the script work for each of the add-ons. So when you click on it, he'll just ask you to actually download it.
Neat trick.
So that's something that he's actually
for me though. When I was doing builds, it was like, well, I can delete this, and then they click on it and download it, or I'll just put it in there and then they download it at the same time. Yeah, it makes the builds bigger, but in today's day and age, you know, a 2 gig RAM box will handle almost any build out there. And it's pretty, you know, if you're buying a 1 gig box in this day and age, well, maybe you deserve it.
you need your head looking at. If you're doing that sort of like thing, it's like say it's all right buying a cheap box if you haven't got a lot of money, but cheap boxes just can't handle stuff. It's nice on the pocket, but that's all it is. Nice on the pocket. You're better off just spending that extra $20 or £20 on a good, decent Android box. Or you could push the boat out and do what a lot of people do, and that's buy an NVIDIA Shield. That solves every problem that you'll ever have.
or get local storage. I can run all my stuff on 4K Fire Sticks, but I don't scrape, so I don't stream anymore. Looks good, DJ.
Yeah, that's just down to your amazing work. That is, yeah. I've just done custom backgrounds to go with the default blue, just so it actually just looks nice and blends in. Because there's nothing that you could really change on the actual original skin. It's just that good. And like I say, I think he is going to get it set up originally. So if you actually go into the skin settings, I think it is set. You can actually just change it to 3 items, and the menu will be linked, and that's all been done in a 3D effect.
Yeah, cool.
Plus, I did actually do the menu item. So if you actually go to a different one, if you go to icons, it will show you the icons, and that has actually got a 3D effect on it as well.
Yep. Good job.
He's just got to sort out and add the icons to the actual thing himself. So I think he's still sort of like working on that. He'll probably push that as an update. If you actually go to a vertical menu, I've actually done that. So you actually got 3D font on that as well.
I forgot to mention as well, a lot of people, I don't know if it'll work on your skin or on that build. I don't know what's been changed, but there is a setting in vertical to change it back to just the normal Silvo vertical, where you just get the menu font title.
Yeah. So he'll probably push that as an update. So each section, and it drags everything that you've actually done on the skin. He'll drag it all the way through, so you can have a different view. But all your links will be there for submenu and everything.
Yeah, that's cool.
But that's probably be an update for him to sort of like get in place. He's just set it up at the moment on a single item.
Yeah, that's good. You're releasing a build as well, CC?
Yep, it's already on the wizard.
Ooh, can we see?
Yeah,
Wait,
I'll stop sharing and we'll have a look.
Oh, it looks just like his. I added a background to it.
Yeah, I'm sure you did more changes than that.
I did a few things. Hang on a sec.
Oh, here we go.
Let me know when you can see it.
I can see it. It's loading up, it looks like.
Yeah, it's loading.
And if you think it's slow, most of the time it's the screen capture, screen share software we use that I don't think Hangouts used to do the same thing. It just takes a build and makes it go to a crawl.
Yeah, so it loaded much faster before. This is like
it every time, never fails.
We just have a
background. I added some fonts to it.
And that is a real nice background. I was so tempted to steal that background for the skin.
It is nice, but all of his backgrounds are in here too. So you can use those if you like them. In the skin settings, you can change it. It's not loading very well, guys.
Yeah, you'll have to give it a minute to load up.
All right, we'll come back to it then.
And we get a treat too because somebody else released a new skin.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Who did? Who was it?
who?
That would be Mr. Blammo. What do you got going on?
Oh, a few things.
Do we get to see?
Yeah, I guess I could show you.
Let's see that kill zone.
Yeah, I remember helping Blammo with the original kill zone. It was awesome.
Do you see that?
Estuary on steroids. No,
Let me
can't
grab
see
it.
it yet.
Oh, exactly.
Oh, sorry, Diesel. Forgot to mute.
I don't have your screen here,
There we
Cloud. Ah, there we go.
Yeah.
All right.
That's pretty much the same one I did for 17, except for all these, the select background it didn't have. And you can select multiple or single images. I don't got any pictures there. I do more, but you can go right to your downloads folder. And if you have pictures there, you can display them. That's mostly all of this was re-added to it. And then you can add password protection for your sections.
And
select
I
different
know
widgets.
So I don't know if some people maybe didn't see your 17.6 one, but you've moved some menu options to the home menu up at the top, right? That's
Yeah.
that regular.
Yeah,
and I think
minimize.
you've moved. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
And then you can hide the menu when you're selecting widgets, right? So that's the minimize. And then when
Yeah,
you're
that's cool.
selecting widget,
Icon.
hidden. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then you can change the backgrounds and stuff. You can add enable gradient colors if you want. It'll bring up a list. There's actually 3 lists here. Rainbow, web colors, I'll go black. And then you can see it kind of darkened all that.
Yep. Yeah, I like shading.
So that's pretty neat.
Yeah, I
And
can see that in your.
mostly tons of settings and stuff to mess around with. Like you can even set opacity to like 95 or 90.
Yeah, it's
Just some
estuary,
cool
but not
features,
really
you know?
anymore.
And it runs quicker. I've gotten it down to around 30 megabytes.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my God,
nice. That's you cut probably close to 60 meg out of it. That's a good job.
Yeah. Mostly just a ton of different settings. I'm probably gonna redo the shutdown menu, those icons,
Yep.
and some other stuff.
It's looking
Eventually
good,
get
man.
to it.
Very nice.
Appreciate it.
Looking cool.
Sharing here.
And welcome back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Back from your Eastern adventures, eh?
Yeah, that's 7 months.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
it's been a while.
I've been gone just over a year now.
Don't seem that long.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Time flies here.
Yeah.
Off.
All right. Who's the prick?
Oh, how do we get this repo? Can we post it here, or you want them in your group?
Yeah, best to join my Telegram group to get it.
Okay, Trooper, do you have that link? Yes, Tara is definitely Canadian.
I am, eh?
Eh?
How could you tell, eh? What are you on about?
Diesel's from Canada too.
8.
Too cold.
So we got one prick. Must be following us around, eh? Gives us a thumbs down every
Yeah, well,
time.
we know who that is, okay?
Oh, sorry.
You always get
Oh,
one.
sorry, he says. Oh, sorry.
He whose name shall not be mentioned.
You always get one.
Trooper said he put it in and we're slow. So scroll up and you can get Blamo's group. Yeah, hosers.
So we did Trooper kind of. I'm going to call it Troopers group, but that we have a terror community. If you guys want to join there, you can also always find me in Newbies Telegram if you got questions. And if you got questions, now's the time too.
All right, so it's loaded up now. Can you guys see it? It'll pop up in a
Nope,
sec.
you're not. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a delay. It'll be there.
There you go. I can see it.
Let me know when you guys can see it in YouTube.
I can see it.
Yeah, it's in YouTube?
Yeah.
All right, so this is it, guys. And this is on shows, and you can see, we can see all the thumbnails now, which is nice. So those are back. So at the top, you have Atreides, and the bottom is Marauder. And then you have a whole bunch of submenu stuff. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but you get the idea. Sports, music, your add-ons, and movies. I'll let you guys all check it out. But TK gets most of the credit on that. So you guys can also make your own builds. If you guys join the newbies group, you can get a lot of help in there.
Yeah, I think there's some real knowledgeable people in there. That group is, I think anybody that's really doing anything is probably in there. All right. What are we going to talk about now?
Does anyone have questions? Maybe there's no questions.
I think the time delay on StreamYard is quite a bit more than the old Hangouts.
The URL for this, yes.
URL.
It was posted up above. My Wizards in the Crew. It's called Electa. Yeah, TK and I were a team for a long time. Aw, thanks, Dick. Oh, I said it again. Thanks, Ed. So yeah, join all these groups, guys. Everyone's in there. You can get all the help you need, all the support for all this stuff. It's our pleasure. With Diesel, you're supposed to send me something to read, aren't you? Bye, Granny. Thanks for coming. Oh, I will. For Christmas, right? That's your Christmas present.
I'm going to do dishes.
It is amazing.
What kids are for.
That's what kids are for. And dishwashers. So if you don't have any questions, I guess that's all we have today.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't think there's nothing too much new to talk about that probably Dabs didn't talk about yesterday.
DJ, what's your middle name? Oh my God, is it coffee? What is it?
What's my middle name?
Yes, you Cody wants to know.
Oh, I don't know. He should
You
know
don't-
that. He should know my middle name.
I think he wants me to say it.
Nah.
That's a no.
He should know my middle name.
Coffee.
I'm sure he knows it. Yes, the skins are for 18. It's Francis.
It's Francis.
Yeah, all my skins in my repo are 18. I don't have any 17 skins.
Nope, I have one build, I think, left for 17.
Oh, hey, a sleeper movie, family movie, Peanut Butter Falcon.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I
All
like
right,
it.
check that out.
I've seen the trailer for it. That's as far as I've actually gone.
Yeah, it's like nobody's really, I don't know, it kind of went under the radar, but I watched it. It's a good family show. I mean, it's not going to be winning many awards, I don't think, but it's good to watch. It's a good watch.
Fall asleep.
You did?
Huh?
You might. It's probably not for you.
Probably.
You ain't got no kids.
Yeah, I'll probably fall. Oh, I've watched lots of kids movies with my niece and nephew. Don't get me started. That
Who
fucking
does movie
Frozen. Holy, no more Frozen.
I watched the new Rambo one.
Oh, you did? How was that?
Yeah, I wasn't impressed with it.
No?
No. The storyline was a bit
Wasn't
weird.
as good as 4 or 5 or 3?
No. It's getting a bit too old now to do movies.
Yeah.
Did I see the TV series Evil? No, I don't even know about that. I've been watching Castle Rock.
Oh, you know what? A new, I'm sure everyone's watching it, but Godfather of Harlem.
I heard that was good.
Yeah, you should watch it. And one that ended that everyone should watch, I thought was awesome, was Sneaky Pete.
I love Sneaky Pete, yes.
Yeah, it's so bad. I wish they would. Yeah, I don't know where they would have gone with it, but man, the 3 seasons that are out there are pretty good.
I think I did season 2. And now I'm watching Jack Ryan, which I love.
Finished that. Watched them all.
And I think in CBS you can get all of Letterkenny. Great Canadian show. Must watch at least the first season, episode 1, the first 5 minutes.
Yep.
And what about C? You didn't like it, right, TK?
What's that? See?
Yeah.
We're watching it. The wife likes it, but it's probably because of that freaking dude on there.
Yeah, we gotta love him.
Whatever greases her up, I'm good with. But it's just, I don't know, man. The whole everybody blind thing, that it's a reach for me.
Yeah. That's
That
crazy.
was the sort of like thing I thought. Well, how do they know this child can see? They're blind.
Okay, I'll check out Evil. Yes, I love horror. So they want to know what we think about Omar's video. Is it fake or real that he doesn't pay taxes? Well, he says he doesn't.
No,
And
why mention that?
I'm pretty sure he didn't. Pretty sure he's in a lot of trouble.
Oh, the beachcombers. Oh, that brings back some memories. Yeah, I grew up on the beachcombers. That's going to age me.
Is that Canadian or something? I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Back when all we had was CBC.
What's that about? What is that?
CBC, Canadian Broadcasting Company.
No,
A while ago, they only had that.
was it a comedy?
No, it was a family show, I guess you
Yeah.
call it. Little village that was right on the side of, was it one of the Great Lakes, I think? And
Yeah.
they, that for a while there was a big business and economy and gathering the timber off the lakes and porting it in. You'd have to watch it if you even could. And it's old. No, it's not something I'd recommend this day and age.
It's just a blast from the past.
Yeah.
What are you watching, DJ? Oh, he's muted. He cannot answer. He cannot answer right now.
What do you mean? What am I watching at the moment?
Oh, like what shows are you watching?
I watch a lot of crime and drama, like NCIS. I've just started watching that Mandalorian, the new like Star Wars spin-off. That's really good at the moment. Like saying Jack Ryan, anything that's sort of like action and sort of like crime,
Right.
I quite enjoy.
Trying to get away with murder than
Did you watch Peaky Blinders?
I haven't. It's one thing I haven't watched. I'm not sort of like into sort of like period drama. That's that's what I see Peaky Blinders as, a period drama.
Well, it definitely is.
I'm not really into that sort of like stuff.
So you like modern crime?
Modern crime, yeah.
And what about you, Blamo? You watching anything?
Not really.
No. I don't have a lot of time for television. I'm too busy working on stuff all the time.
Yeah. Or sleeping.
I don't sleep very much, though. So that's it, I guess. We're about an hour.
I have more cat naps than sleep.
Yeah.
Any good Cody builds? Oh my goodness. Just search YouTube for the best build. You'll find it.
Loads out there.
Thank you so much, Diesel. There's plenty of builds out there. There's a build on this one. There'll be quite a few builds on this one. He's just released it today, so you'll see all the builds coming out soon.
I guess if you want, I think I could show this. For those that were wondering about real steel.
Wow.
Now, this is my personal build, and it does have add-ons, so it's not going to load up as fast. But the real gimmick to this one is the submenu flip. And it also has no key maps. Oh yeah, my shutdown and context menus are scrollable.
Oh, that's right. People don't realize that.
Yeah.
Well, if you like this build, I have this one. This is in the Electa Wizard. I know, I love real steel.
The submenu flip, I think, works on each view. I'll just do the. I gotta get my key maps in this thing. Touch of Steel, if you're wondering, is for touch screens. It takes the submenu flip out.
Nice.
Georgia,
And I
you
believe-
certainly learn how to make a build. Join the Telegram group. That's really cool. Love it.
Just gonna show. Better way would be like that, probably. There we go. This is probably more of a standard one item view.
We can easily make a build out of the skins because it's already done for you. You just have to put add-ons and link the menus. It's really easy to do all that. We can show you that if you want. Think we can show them how to add a menu and stuff?
Sure.
Hey, Tony.
Just gonna switch it back to the normal. So to add a menu, and we'll add a widget. So we'll go into skin settings, and you want to go to set up the main menu, which is the very first item on home settings.
Just, it's not quite showing what you're saying right now
What's that?
on YouTube.
It's not shown. What do you mean? I'm going too fast?
Oh, you were switching. Oh, okay. I thought it was delayed. I didn't
No,
know you
yeah, I switch skins. So
Oh, okay.
if I go to, usually on, I believe, 3 item and icon, the third menu is the one that it boots up to. So I'm just going to replace the third menu, and I do that by going to the third menu, going up here to the top, and I'm just going to hit the add button. And there you can see now, although I want this to be in the third spot, so I'm going to move it up 1. That's with the arrows right there. And then you just come down and you run through this list. So select an item. I'm gonna use, I think I can get into my movies here. That should work. So that's gonna take me to movies. And because it's the same label, I'll just put in movies test. So I did that by just clicking on the label. You could set the icon. I'm just going to leave that for now. You can change the action here, which is set when you did it up here, so you don't need to. If you wanted to change the action but leave, everything else the same, you can do that. Manage submenu takes you into another one here, and it's the same process. You can add more submenus just by going up and hitting the plus button. And then whatever one you're highlighted on. So I'll go on the first one. It's the same deal. Hit item. Normally you'd go to add-on, and then you go video add-on, and you would have more add-ons here. The only one I have in here is Sports Devil, so I'm going to grab that. And you see it automatically renamed the submenu to Sports Devil. You could set the icon, change the action, select the background for when you're highlighting on it. Most people don't do any of that. So that's how you add a submenu. And then if I back out, I'm back out to the main menu one, the main link on the bar. You can have this is where you'd set your background if you want a specific background. So go single image, and I'm just going to go to my backgrounds folder, and I'm going to pick something different so you can really see it. And here's where you do your widgets. You get 2 widgets. So when you click on them, it'll ask you to select the widget. So I'm just going to go into movies, and I'm just going to use random movies. Normally you'd go add-ons, video add-on, movies, and then trending or something like that. In the next option, you pick what style of widget you want. So I'm going to use a panel widget. Info is if you highlight on the widget, for, let's say you're on widget 1, which is what this is. If I turn this on, when I select the widget, where normally you'd have widget 2, it will take widget 2 off and put all the information for the movie in there. Most people enable this. Here's where you pick the type of art, which is either square or poster. It's the only options you get. Because this is movies, I'm going to leave it on poster. This is where you can make it into a bigger widget. So normal is going to be a spaced out widget. If I use the alternate size, it'll make it into a bigger widget. So what I'll do is I'll leave alternate size here, and when I do widget 2, I'll change it, I'll leave it as normal so you can see the difference. Panel label style. Square widgets, I like to show it right on the panel, because that's usually your video add-ons, program add-ons and stuff. You can have it show only when you focus on the widget. This is the one I usually use for movies and TV shows and stuff. It shows it next to the title. So when you highlight on it, it'll show what that widget name is underneath the widget panel. And you don't, because of the type of options we've picked up here, you don't get to pick a type of label style. And here's where I could make it. So I'm going to turn this one so it doesn't show until you focus, and I'll leave the other one on. Here's where you can turn on disable fan art, which so when you highlight on it, the background won't change. It'll just stay the same. And that's pretty much all the options. So I'm going to go through widget 2 really quick, just so we can get it on there. I'm going to go movies, just so it has something. This one, I'm going to go panel because we're going to compare it to the other one. This one, I'll leave the info off. I'll make it square so you can see the widget size. I'm going to leave normal on this one because I think I changed it on the other one. Panel style, this one I'll show on the panel. And there again, because of my other options, I can't select that. This one I won't hide, and but I will disable the fan art. So that basically sets up one whole menu, movies test. So we'll go back out now and let the skin rebuild the menus. And you can see, because I had it as number 3 in the list, it came up when the skin reset. So, and you can see the top widget we selected as hidden. You can see the background changed because I selected that. And you can see the info at the bottom when I highlight on the top widget, and it's hidden until you highlight. And then if I go to the bottom widget, there is no info at the top because we selected a different option. You can see that the name is showing up on the widgets here because I selected that option, where at the top, it only shows the name underneath the widget panel. And you can see the background's changing on the top, but not on the bottom. And that's all in the widget settings. How's that?
It was great, except it didn't
Did I
quite
miss
go.
anything?
It was a little delayed, so it might be hard to follow. But if you guys watch it and just, you can see exactly what it's doing. Yeah. And then again, you can join the newbies group and we'll help you in there. I like that view. Where can you change the weather widget to Celsius? I've never tried to do that, but you would go into the weather. I'm sure there's a setting for it there. When you set your location, it should say, I mean, you're in the Celsius zone versus Fahrenheit, right? It'll automatically be Celsius, won't it?
Services. above.
Sharon said she couldn't get into your Telegram group. Oh, TK is muted. TK? Oh, I don't know if he knows that.
No, I didn't know that. Sorry. So you go to, I've been talking the whole time. It's like, all right, I'll back out one. So you go into interface and you go to regional and you come down to this region default format. And I know you select your region. If I select Canada, it automatically changed to degrees Celsius, kilometers per hour, all of the metric units. I would imagine it'd be the same if you picked UK. But if you come into regional and select this region default format, that will change all your units in the skin, including weather.
There you go. A lot of people seem to like the weather on there.
Yeah, I never put it
Right.
on.
I put it on for them, but I don't care.
I put it on as usually just as a widget in my system. Gives
Well,
you
that's
like
good
a
at it.
5-day forecast or something.
I'll just look out the window.
Yeah. Yeah, I just look at my phone usually. All right. So what do you think?
Well, if we got no more questions or nothing else to show,
Lulu's out the window. Ed likes it. Some people like it, and everybody likes the same thing. That's why I try to put everything in people like. Whenever people ask for something, I usually put it in.
We can actually show a custom skin that I've actually done if you want.
Of
Can we
course,
do
that
that?
would be
If you want to
great.
do that, this is my normal sort of like custom work that I actually do.
He does great work. Yes, we'd love to take a look.
This is the latest one that I actually released.
Oh, Sonic. It's so cute.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
I
Yeah,
love it.
remember that in the Sega.
It
And
came
like I
out
say,
really good.
all the panel work gets changed.
Sorry, guys. There's a delay.
I'll go a little bit slower. So this is actually designed for people, newbies, that actually want to just download a custom skin to their liking and just put some add-ons in it. And away they go.
I love how you do those windows.
Yes.
Very cute.
Something different. So I say, I try and create something different that not many people do. So you got your basic. This is actually on Silver Light. So you actually got your basic Silver Light menu, your normal interface. So everything has been customized, the same as your system settings, your skin settings, your file manager. So all the keyboard has been customized. And that's the basic Starlight stuff that I actually do.
Yeah, he puts a lot of work into it.
And they're available from my repo. There's a wizard there that they can actually grab and just download a skin and just chuck add-ons in, and away you go. You've got a build.
Yep, easy peasy. You guys can definitely do it.
And
And then you can maintain your own build, which is great.
yeah. And so I don't think I've actually got anything in this. I think this is just the skin. I don't think I've got my repo in there, so I don't think I can actually show anybody the actual wizard with anything in. No, I haven't got my repo installed to actually show the wizard. Going to show everybody the actual full list. There's
Well, DJ,
he's probably around about 95
that's
Cody
great.
18, Cody 18 themes that they can actually choose from. And
DJ
there is
does do requests. Someone's requesting a Mandalorian build.
a Mandalorian theme.
Yeah, of theme.
I,
Yeah.
I do requests. He's no time scale because I'm always working on something. So it's like, say, if people have patience, I will get round to doing requests and doing theme and chucking it up on the wizard.
All of my followers have to have patience because I don't do anything quick ever.
So if anybody wants to request a theme, just jump in the Telegram group, drop me a DM in there, and I'll sit down and work on it.
There you go. That's great. Make sure you join his group, guys. Hello, Celador. Celador has very nice builds if you're looking for a build. These are fantastic.
Seen Slam in the group there too. What's up, Slam? If you're still there. Or in the chat.
He has a lot of patience. I have a lot of patience too. Thank you, Dick. Yes, I owe Celador a video. Have to do that real soon, I promised.
Mr. Sidekick in the chat. What's up, bud?
Oh, he's there. Hey, buddy. What's
Don't
up,
think
Sidekick?
he gets the recognition. That dude does some amazing work.
He does. Sidekick, do you want to come on and show your shit off? You love to hear me say, well, you should have heard me last night. I couldn't stop.
What's that?
Dick says he loves when I say his name. I said, I said that a lot last night.
Yeah, my foreskin. That skin's coming back by popular demand.
Yep. Everybody, I think they just like the name.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't know if Sidekick wants to come on. Where is
Send him a link. And then you have to pay attention to the bottom and stupid StreamYards. It doesn't tell you people when they're in their waiting room.
Yeah, I had one Sidekick to join the show today. He had to work.
I'll say too, for those that are doing builds, builders and skinners that are using the new skin, when you install it, and if you go into the main skin folder, you'll see down lower there's a key maps XML. If you copy or cut that, and then go to your user data key maps folder and paste it in or move it in, you'll be able to do all those functions like, open it up and you can see what each F key on the keyboard is going to do for you. So you can do all that stuff I was doing, move the system bar, get the different positions, do a skin reload right with the F5, turn the submenu on and off, it helps you out quite a bit when you're trying to skin or build. And also, I don't know if I showed it, but if you go into the help menu in skin settings, there is a selection there for turning on a debug grid, and it puts a fairly gray background over top of a bunch of lines basically that are spaced all evenly on the screen, so that when you're moving stuff around, you can see roughly, how many pixels you need to move it, or if it's centered with something else on the screen.
Now I can laugh. I couldn't laugh out loud.
What are you laughing at?
My mom is from China. And Dad breeds cats. He wants to know why China cat. That's funny. It's my favorite song. It's a song. Grateful Dead. China Cat Sunflower. It's fabulous. And why is to it? Well, that was a joke. It turned out I was talking to a friend and I did a typo and it was is to it. That's all there is to it. So I just went with it and I just left it. Just a joke, really. But I never say it in my videos. You think I would say it. And that's all there is to it.
Catchphrase.
I know, I just never say it. It's a great song. If you want to hear the best China Rider, well, Rider is the second song. So you want to listen to China Rider from 9, 20, 90. You got to listen to the combination of those two songs together. That is the best version. It's with Bruce Hornsby. It's kick-ass, and you can definitely find it.
Updating the Atlantis build. She just put that out.
You know,
I
Dick,
guess.
he used to ask for updates every day. Dick, haven't you learned how to do them yet? What's wrong with it? Yes, I'm going to be working on all my updates very soon. In fact, I'm going to update the new one. He's laughing. It's easy, guys, though. So if an add-on goes down, first thing you want to do is remove the repo.
Move on.
Yeah. Got to get those out. So go install from repository and delete that repo, and then you can uninstall the add-on. Then you just need to take it out of the menu, and that's it. It's really easy. What did you update? There you go. Good job. See? Perfect. That's all you ever have to do. So even if a builder quits and you still have their build, you can maintain that build. As long as you're on that version of Kodi, you can just keep removing stuff and adding stuff, add stuff to the menus. You can keep builds forever.
Hey,
Oh,
Blamo, did you say you have a wizard?
Yeah.
Cool.
I think he wants to share that in his group, right?
Yeah.
What's that? Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen your wizard. Like, I've loaded on your add-ons and stuff and your skin, but I don't know if I've ever loaded up your wizard. I might have to go have a look at it.
Did you do the GUI one?
Yeah, that's mine.
Are you sharing?
Actually, Fire TV helped me with it. I was doing other stuff at the time. So.
Shout out to Mark Richard for fixing the repo this morning. I was in a panic. Thank you, sir.
Oh, yeah. He's fixed my repo a couple times. He's the repo man. I thought there was a question. I don't remember. Oh, Ed says I'm not a Paul Frank. Yeah, Paul does a lot of updates. I am not that ambitious. I am actually, just not with that. All right, everyone's quiet.
Yeah.
Once a week you do. Wow, you're really good. I'm bad. I do like once a month. Terrible. Sorry. I like to make new things. I feel like it's easy though. People can do that stuff. I know you do. Well, yeah, I know builds, but he does great skins. Sidekick, you gonna come on here or what? Have you guys seen his stuff? I don't think a lot of people sees his stuff. People need to see it. We'll have to get him on another time.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, every 3 months. Oh, okay, so. Yes, the only reason I did updates 3 times a week was because of you. So that's why you're not in my new group.
It used to be different as well. I mean, there was a time when we weren't, when we didn't have some repos in our builds by request. So that would mean every time there's a change to that add-on, you have to go and update the build for the users to get it. And that has changed. So that's why we don't need to update some of those builds nearly as often. That's why I get banned. Yeah.
You're not banned. My group is private. I just have my friends in there, really. So I'm in every group. But you can find me in all the groups. I'm in everything.
Yeah, big move, eh?
Who moved?
You.
Where'd I go? Oh.
Well, you're not in the same place you were last week, right?
That's right. Yes. Yes, I told everyone I'm in the crew now.
Yes. How you liking that?
I love it. I love those guys. They're great. Very happy they invited me. They don't share that group though. That's another one.
Hopefully you're not turning into the kiss of death, right?
Don't you dare. Here's what I think. People need to stay off Facebook.
Yes, I agree.
Because it's really easy to find people that way.
Yeah, and don't post repos on Twitter. It's another good one.
Right. No, don't say that. Yeah. Too much sharing publicly is not good. Tick wants the kiss of death. Oh.
Say that again. Repeat.
Oh, he likes Glass Knox. Oh, I was just updating that. Actually, and I'm almost done, so that'll be out soon. Yeah, YouTube is, yeah. I don't think, honestly, though, when people are looking for info, they go to YouTube. You know, right on Facebook, you have your accounts and who you are and your email and everything. You know, they have to find the people behind it. Yes, Telegram.
Telegram is definitely where it's at.
What up? What up?
Yeah, but even in Telegram, you still don't know who you're
I
talking
do not do. I do not do any builds. I do not do any add-ons. The only thing I do anymore is skins. They are perfectly legal. If you download my skin, any of my skins, you cannot get content.
Yeah, that's all I do too. That's all I do now. Skins.
I'm the same. Themes, skins.
Yeah, you know, anybody that's housing a repo with add-ons, I mean, those are the people that really need to stay low key, hide their identity, you know, because that's who they're going after. They're going after the guy hosting the repo. So, you know, when they find that guy, that's why you see all the add-ons and everything shut down. You know, if you've got your shit on somebody else's repo, that's probably the safest thing to do. I mean, somebody's got to take that risk, right? And that's definitely the dude taking the biggest risk.
Yeah, so if you guys see like things shared on Facebook and on Twitter, I mean, a lot of times people don't want that and people just do it. This websites, if I can
I'll
contact
say it.
people,
Fuck Al Cole.
they need to realize that, you know, they're putting people
It's
out
selfish. Yeah, it's selfish. You know, they're doing it for a few clicks, and they're affecting hundreds of thousands of users. It's
Right.
just, and they get their clicks, but it's really selfish. If somebody requests that their shit not be put out in a public forum, that should be respected. People should be asking before they try to put stuff out on a public forum, because a lot of developers don't mind, and there's a lot of developers that don't want to be out there. It's really not our responsibility to tell you. It's really your responsibility to ask first. There's quite a few guys out there that'll do and ask for forgiveness later. That just doesn't cut it anymore, man.
No, that's done.
No, I've always asked as a YouTuber if I could do something or someone approaches me and asks me to do it. Otherwise, I won't do it. People need to be respectful.
Yeah, I mean they're not taking any risk, right? They're getting the clicks and zero risk to them. You know, there's some of us has gotten letters, and that's as far as we want it to go. We don't want to go any. We have too much to risk, you know, and that's how devs quit. If there's too much risk, you're not going to risk your family.
No.
Not for you bums.
No.
Not when it's just a hobby to us all.
Well, I guess that's all for today. We've got an hour and a half now.
Yeah, it's probably a pretty good time, eh?
Yeah, that's about long enough.
Plenty of time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you everyone for stopping by.
they've got to see everything.
Yeah. Lots of good stuff to get. You guys have all the links, everybody? I have to say about Alan, though. Every time I've asked Alan to remove something, he has. Several
Still a dick.
times. He has. So you have to give him credit for that.
Still a dick.
I gotta give him a little bit of credit.
All righty.
He did. He removed some stuff I asked him to.
Anything in closing, DJ?
No, nothing at sort of like at the moment. I've been just busy actually testing the new skin from you the last week or so. So my sort of like stuff has been put to waste, put to the side.
Waste.
Well,
I think I
you know-
put a shout out there too, but I will say thanks to everybody in that test group. We fixed a ton of stuff in that group. I really appreciate it.
I wouldn't say put to waste. I just put it to one side and like concentrated on like testing this out. So it was right for release. We found a few.
happened to me. I was working on a build. I was almost done with it, and then TK was done with his, and I'm like, all right. So I put it down. So I do have another build that's almost done. Not on the skin though. It's just on Silverlight.
What build is that?
You know which one.
Oh, you got so many builds. You're always working on builds. I can never remember.
It's the fantasy one.
Oh, yeah, right.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. Anything from you in closing, Blamo? Hello, Blamo. No, I guess not. Fuck you guys, he says.
Can't hear him.
He's muted. He must be doing something. Did we lose China?
No, I'm here.
Oh.
So what's the big question is what's next for you, TK?
Oh man, well, I'm sure there'll be a week or two of some more fixes once this thing gets out in the public. And then after that, I've been being bugged by somebody that's really helped me a lot in the past. He wants me to try to do some skinning on a new skin, and I might take that up, unless you got something better for me to do.
Pretty sure I know about this.
Yeah, so it'll be a new thing for me. I mean, I've almost done all my skinning entirely on Silvo-based skins, so I'm going to try my hand at something new.
Yeah, that one has a lot of options. That'll be cool.
Well,
Are you back, Blamo?
I'm going to be bugging you soon.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Anytime. You know, I help. I help a ton of builders, a ton of skinners. Some publicly in the group. Some people DM me, and I don't mind. As long as I'm not doing it for you, and you're actually trying to learn.
No. I don't like people to do stuff for me.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I like to pass. Like I said, you know, I've got that icon out there. We stand on the shoulders of those who came before. So I definitely I'm a firm believer in passing on the knowledge, not holding it in. You know, we need more people that can go deeper and do more, and it'll just expand from there. Competition is great. You know, I'd really like to see some other builders and skinners take their game up.
That's a challenge, everyone.
Well, that's my next challenge, is actually to take it a bit further.
Yeah. Hit me up, man. If I know how to help you, I'll help you for sure. I don't hold anything back. If I know it and I can share it, I will.
Well, that's how it should be in the community. It shouldn't be about a competition. It should be helping and sharing.
That's right.
I don't mind a little competition, but there's no reason to hold it.
No.
Giorgio, just join the newbies group and they will teach you everything in there. The newbies group is awesome, has so many helpers. Everyone's willing to help. Everyone has time for you.
Always somebody in there that'll help you out.
Right away, too. You don't have to wait. They're like, yep, they're right there.
Yeah, that's another shout out for Mark. You know, he covers a lot of that stuff in that group.
Mark is a big helper. He's helped me a lot. Of course, UTK. I don't think anyone's helped me as much as you.
Yeah.
Help me.
You back, Mr. Blamo?
Yeah.
Hey, you got anything you want to say or share in closing?
No, not really.
Man of many words as usual.
Yep.
So what's next for you, Blamo? Oh, he's muted again.
Oh, he's back.
He's back.
It looks muted, though.
Are you watching YouTube or StreamYard?
It was YouTube. Oh, okay. Delay.
Yeah,
That's right. Mark has a website for newbies also with a lot of great stuff on there. I don't have it offhand. But you can get it in the newbies tele group.
Blamo's breaking up.
Blamo, you there?
Yeah.
That's better.
So what's next for you? Anything?
Not really. Just relaxing.
Perfect. We have Thanksgiving holiday here next week.
There you
You
go.
guys had yours already?
Yep.
So I guess I'm the only one here that's going to have it. It's a great holiday, though. All right. So everyone, I guess we'll wrap it up. Thanks, everyone, for joining. Thank
Thanks
you,
for-
TK, for what you do for the community and everybody, myself included, and this beautiful work of art.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you putting me on.
Yeah, I
Thank you.
figured he could explain it a lot better than me. He made it.
Yeah, thank you for having invited me on. And thanks, TK, for having me as a tester for you.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Been a pleasure.
Thank you, Blamo, also for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Oh, very welcome. So everyone make sure to join the groups and we can all talk in there.
And everybody have a very good weekend.
Yep, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Not me.
Yeah, bitches.
They're making me work tomorrow. Bastards. That's all right. I have vacation coming up, and then you'll see a lot of stuff come out from me, hopefully. That's always the plan. All right, guys. Bye.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
See ya.
See ya.
Hope you all enjoyed the show.